Hey everyone, it's Ben here today. I'm on the beach. We just took advantage of a quick shot of nice weather and came over to the shore. So I'm going to do my Sunday school lesson from here today. I thought I'd title it Time-Lapse Testimony. Earlier this week, one of my friends put on social media a really cool time lapse of the sun rising and then the sun setting. And I just thought, oh, it looks so beautiful. It's really cool when you watch a time lapse of something like that. And I was thinking about the Bible, guys. I don't really feel like a very biblical sort of guy myself if they were writing a Bible about our day. I know that sounds weird, but when I read the Bible, I read about guys like Elijah. And I was reading about him earlier today. Elijah, in 1 Kings 18, the chapter is titled The Contest on Mount Carmel. Many of you have already heard this story, but the highlights are he ended up challenging 450 prophets of Baal and 400 prophets of Asherah to a contest on the mountaintop. So Elijah is a servant of God. He challenges these prophets to light a fire. And as the story plays out, he ends up mocking them. He says, "How much longer will you waver, hobbling between opinions?" And he sort of mocks him. He's like, maybe you need to call louder to your God, because they were trying to get the fire lit and it wouldn't light. So Elijah's there confidently challenging over 800 prophets. They couldn't light the fire. Then it comes to his fire, and he calls down fire literally from heaven. And it's on fire, and everyone is turning to our God because of Elijah. And it's an amazing moment that we read about. But essentially, that's a time lapse. It's just like you read about, dang, Elijah, what an amazing guy. But I often think about these things. We don't really know the whole slow motion testimony. Even as I say that, you're probably like, just get it out. What are you saying? But Elijah had a life, and it wasn't all that. That was just time lapse. Elijah, even the chapter before, 1 Kings 17, many of you probably don't even know, Elijah was struggling. The chapter before says Elijah fed by ravens. Those are birds. So Elijah was camped out for like a year and a half by a river with no clue what the heck was going on, being fed by birds, sustained by the Lord, just by the skin of his teeth, hair on his chin, whatever the saying is. The guy was barely alive. And then he got called to the mountaintop. And then when you read later, is it 1 Kings 19? It's after that, Elijah goes into depression after that. And that's when his testimony is in slow motion. And this, you guys, is what a lot of us struggle with. We see our own lives in slow motion. We start at the alarm clock, maybe even before we didn't sleep well. Oh, the alarm clock's going. I'm going to put my clothes on. My clothes are lame. I need to go shopping. I'm fat. Put my clothes on. My hair's the worst. Slow motion, day after day. We see the flaws. We see the things we're doing wrong. We drop the ball. Maybe we sin during the day. We ask for forgiveness. We're in a bad state of mind. We live our own slow motion. But sometimes when we hear about other great men and women of God, it's in time-lapse. It's look at this amazing accomplishment. Whether it's social media or a book that you've read or the Bible itself, those are in time-lapse. So my encouragement to you this week, guys, is don't be discouraged. You're living in slow motion with your own life, but there are moments, if you look back, that you can time-lapse your own life. So my homework for you this week, guys, look at your life. Ask your parents. Pray about it. Find a couple of really great things that God's either done to you, maybe the moment you accepted Him or got baptized, or maybe you've even led one of your friends to the Lord. Maybe you've invited them to a youth group, or you prayed for someone and they've been healed. There must be some moments where God has shown up in your life, and you can look at it in time-lapse. If you make notes in your phone, I've done this very thing. Put some bullet points. God showed up here. He heals my Aunt Mary. He blessed me with my friend coming to church. It's really encouraging. If you get stuck in slow motion mode, you will be frustrated. So be encouraged. Look for those time-lapse moments in your life. And guys, by all means, get to the beach if that's at all possible. Film your own time lapse of the sunrise or sunset at the beach. It's where the Lord lives. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.